Well, hello. Welcome to another Comedy Spot Live. My name is Brian. Today's show is Quarantine Couples. Nailed the intro. Excellent. As you know, Dayna is your host for Quarantine Couples. I'll bring her on in just a second. I just have a couple of things I need to say, and then we're ready to go. First of all, my Uncle Charlie from Ohio is watching. Hello. I'm glad you're here. I want to remind everybody that you can now become a fan subscriber on Facebook. You can just do that by going to our page at SAC Comedy Spot and scrolling down, it'll say fan subscription. If you become a subscriber, you're going to be able to get exclusive content nobody else can see by just donating $4.99 a month to the Sacramento Comedy Spot. Also, same thing, if you want to support us on Patreon, you can do that too. Here are all of our Patreon members. We want to thank them for supporting us. If you can go on and be a Patreon member, there's different levels. You get different, what am I trying to say, Dayna? You get prizes. I don't know what I'm trying to say. You can get your name up on a marquee. You can be listed on our website. There's a lot of different things you can do. So if you could support either of those ways, we would super appreciate it. Or if you like, just make a one-time donation via Venmo. That's right up at the top of the screen there. We'd love for you to make comments during the show. Tina's just laughing. Having an episode with Quarantine Karens would be fun to watch. I don't know if that's a fun thing to watch. I'm probably going to say no. Let's do this. Let's get on with the show. We have some great guests. I'm going to turn this over to Dayna so that she can introduce everybody. Here is Dayna, everybody.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Quarantine Couples. I nailed it. So how this show works is I have two pairs of comedians who are going to answer some questions about their pair. One person's going to go out of the room and the other person's going to answer a series of questions, trying to guess what the other person is going to say. Then the other person will come back into the room, they'll answer the questions. If the two people match, they get a point. After 2 rounds, the pair with the most point wins. We have a special roommates edition today because the last time Grant and Brad were here, Grant was throwing down some major shade. And so we brought Daniel and Keo here to defend their playing skills. People are really obsessed with how many points they score on this show. And so we really wanted to let them prove who could score the most roommate points. So the fun part about this show is that you in the audience will also get to pitch some questions. So both rounds will get one of your questions. So if you have any question ideas, go ahead and put those right now in the comments and we'll get to those in a moment. So I'd like to introduce our two pairs. So first, Grant and Brad, please introduce yourselves.
Hello, I'm Grant. I'm Brad. And we are fighting Keo and Daniel today over an air conditioner. That's the bet that we've made. If we lose, we have to give up our air conditioner to Daniel and Keo.
We think that we deserve the most roommate points because we're better roommates.
Yes.
Okay. And our second pair, we have Keo and Daniel. Please introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Daniel.
And I'm Keo.
And we're playing because we want air conditioning.
Yeah, we air conditioning right now. It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And also, I will add to the bet. If we lose, I will buy Brad and Grant chicken wings, but I get to choose the sauces. So
Ooh.
There you go.
Wow.
Oh, cool. So like a $300 air conditioner or like some wings.
But I get to choose the sauces.
Okay.
We offer our bet and you offer stipulations on your bet. I can only do this much.
Sure.
Okay.
It's on.
We're getting air conditioning.
All right, let's get started. Dayna, what's up next?
Okay, great. So I am going to have Grant and Keo step out of the room, and they promise not to listen in and cheat.
Yes.
You're going to take your beer now.
Oh, yeah. Do one.
All right, we're good there.
Okay, and before we start with the questions, I'd like to show a shout out to my friend Casey, who lent me this book of questions about knowing your groom, and I pulled a bunch of questions from here for today's game. Like, not intentionally, but because I had it, and it's hilarious.
Good. Fair enough.
Okay, so So again, how this works, guys, is you're going to answer the question based on how you think your roommate would answer it, and then they'll come back and hopefully you'll match. Okay, so first question. Between the two of you, who is more likely to stay awake past midnight? So go ahead and write down your answer, and then I'll have Daniel read his first.
Perfect. They have Grant and Brad have a really good setup with a whiteboard and these little flippy things that.
The flap system.
Yeah, it's doing good. Daniel,
So this is Grant's patented flip system. Apparently, it's been pretty popular with some of the other quarantine couples. So we wanted to make sure that we get proper credit for its creation. I added the numbers because before you had to just kind of guess which question it was when you have to flip it, and you might put the wrong question. So I think the numbers are pretty important, and that was all me.
Wow, that's very good. Daniel, what system are you floating with tonight?
We have a legal pad. It does, as far as I'm concerned, does not have any legal documentations on it, but this is what we're writing tonight is legally binding. So now it is.
Okay, perfect. All right, who wants to go first and show their answer?
I'll go first.
Okay, hit it. Daniel. Daniel says Daniel would fall asleep.
Most likely to be awake past midnight.
Oh, be awake past midnight. Got it.
Yeah, my bedtime's usually like 5 a.m.
Wow.
And then for us, I put me, Brad. One time, Grant went to bed at like 9:30, and that was pretty outrageous. So I am pretty confident when I think that I would be the one to be up later.
All right. Perfect.
Okay. Question number 2. Your roommate lends someone $20 and hasn't been repaid. Which of the following are they the most likely to do? A, directly remind the person they owe them money. B, drop passive-aggressive hints. Or C, quietly never bring it up again.
Who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
All right.
Grant would absolutely drop passive-aggressive hints, and he would do it in a group chat with like 10 other people. So
That's great. And Daniel, what about you?
Theo would be very direct and just say, "Hey, man, what's up? You said you needed money for Taco Bell. You bought it. Now, please give it back."
All right,
We've
good.
had this conversation before.
That's great. Okay, and our third question. If your roommate was to appear on a reality competition show or a game show, what show would they most likely want to appear on?
Brad is going straight to the whiteboard. Daniel's mowing it over a little bit longer.
So there's this reality show on Netflix called Awake, where they have people stay up for 24 hours and then do just like menial like mind and brain tricks. And my friend recommended it to me. I put it on. Grant and I were both like screaming at this show because we're so caught up in like they have to like balance things or like remember things. And then we were just like, "You're so stupid." And then at the end they have to like guess how many coins they counted for the 24 hours they were up, and like it's outrageous. Like I love that show, so I would definitely think that we could kill that show.
All right, perfect.
Nice. And Daniel?
I changed my answer. It is Floor is Lava on Netflix. Very stupid game show, very overly produced, but we love it.
Yeah, it is ridiculous, but for some reason you can't stop watching it.
Yeah, it's very weird too. I'm pretty sure they just instruct them to like wait as long as they can.
I've seen that show, and I'm not sure if I'd be good at it, but every single episode I've watched, I've thought to myself, these teams could really benefit from having a tall person, so I think I'd be pretty good at that show.
That's great. You want me to, is that all the questions for this round?
Yep, now we're looking for our audience question.
Okay, so audience, if you've already put something in, I'm going to go try and find it, but if you could, If you have an idea for a question, go ahead and put it in again. Let's see. I'm scrolling. Tina says that she really loves the roommate edition of the show, so I just thought I should let you know. I can't share her comment for some reason, but oh, there it is. Okay, all right, perfect.
You can thank Grant for that one.
Oh well, we'll thank Grant when he gets back.
Grant didn't think of the bonus question.
I'm in panic mode right now because we only have 3 flips, but I can make it work, you guys. I promise. I can think fast on my feet. I think.
I'm watching Grant flounder. He was so confident.
This is Grant's patented flap system. I would have for sure come up with a 4th flap.
Mel, she has a question. She said, "Who has more sleepovers?" Does that mean friends who come over? Is that what? Is she saying sex? Is she saying sex? Is that what she's saying? I'm gonna go with that. Let's see. Tessa says, "This is spicy." What is the secret you think the other person is keeping from you? Ooh, wow. Jabberwocky wants to have everybody fighting with each other by the end of the show. That's it for questions so far.
Okay. I'm like, I kind of want to keep the show PG.
Yeah. You don't have to keep it totally PG. Tina's saying sex. Yes, Brian. Sleepovers are sex. Okay.
I don't know if that's what our contestants signed up for.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Chris, do you have any questions that you'd like to ask today? Chris Emery is in the audience or in the studio audience today. There he is. Oh, what a sweet boy. Okay. If they were to go on a road trip, here's your PG question. If they were to go on a road trip, where would they go?
Okay, let's do that one. Thank you very much for whoever submitted that one.
That was Tina again.
Okay.
Tina's in it to win it tonight. She's helping us out.
Love it. Okay, so your question is, if you two were to go on a road trip together, where would you go?
So Daniel went straight to writing. Brad's contemplating.
Let's just assume you could actually go there.
Yeah, assume you could go there. Oh, this is good too. What is your roommate's favorite movie snack? So maybe that's fun. Daniel, you want to go first on this one?
Really good question.
Oh yeah. Oh, don't. Okay, Daniel, what do you think? He's
I was like an idiot.
He's flipping through his legal pad.
San
Francisco.
We've been there before. Let's do it again.
And Brad?
I said Seattle.
Seattle. Perfect.
Nice.
All right. You want to have him bring everybody back in?
Yeah, let's get Grant and Keo back in here. And
I'm going to find another flap really quick.
Okay.
Good.
If someone tunes in right now, it's like me and Dayna and 2 couches on the show. Tessa said, "Wow, Chris Emery is cute." And then Paul said, "Chris Emery is my hero." You're more popular on the show than I am.
Okay, don't look. Don't look.
Wow.
Tape, got some tape.
Not looking.
I feel like what you're telling me is the patent for the flap system only covers 3 flaps, and I'm going to go do one with 4 or more flaps.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God.
But now
If
they know
there's
for next time.
5 questions next time, we're going to have to throw the whole thing out.
Oh,
We don't have-
I mailed myself a letter that said flap system. So now it's postmarked, and I can take that to the office when it's open again. I'm ready.
Kevin says he's just tuning in. Now is a good time to remind everybody, if you're coming in and watching, we're playing Quarantine Couples. We have 2 groups of roommates that are answering questions about each other. We just had Daniel and Brad answer questions about Keo and Grant. They're going to share their answers now, see if they match up for some points.
Yeah. This is for all the roommate glory. Okay. First question. Between the two of you, who is more likely to be awake past midnight?
Grant?
Can I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna say with a bullet, Brad.
And that's correct.
Yay!
Nice.
Brad's work schedule is 1 week on, 1 week off, so I'm like deeply jealous on his off weeks because I can,
I work
he's just
from
playing video games.
I
and I'm
work
so
from home.
jealous.
I work from home. If anybody from work is watching this, I'm working from home.
Grant keeps doing this.
And if I were to, or my turn to answer, I would say Daniel one because I work from home, like actually work from home.
Okay.
Unlike Brad, I work from home.
So they're right too. Daniel picked Daniel. So both of you have 1 point after the first question.
Nice. Just making sure, give you an easy one, hopefully, so at least you get points on the board, right? I don't really know. Okay, so question number 2. So you lend someone $20 and they haven't repaid you yet. Which of the following are you most likely to do? A, directly remind them they owe you money. B, drop passive-aggressive hints. Or C, quietly never bring it up again.
Ooh, boy. Brad and I are both pretty awkward and probably non-confrontational, I'm guessing. So we're either 2 or 3. And it's
All of them, by any chance?
can't be all of them. Well, so, sorry, Dana, is this about me personally or about what I think about Brad?
I thought it was you.
This is
Okay.
what Grant would do personally.
Yes.
This is where I was.
2. Passive aggression.
Oh yeah, definitely. Put aggressive hints in a group chat with like 10 people.
Yeah.
Dang it, this is very difficult because I'm all of them. But since we calculate the bills, so I'm gonna say 1 just directly because I have to be when we do the bills, that's how we we're straightforward with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, yeah.
Oh.
Ooh,
So 2-2 after 2 questions.
nice. And just for the record, if you want to borrow money from me, I'm a C, quietly never say anything ever again. Just so that's out there. Okay.
Deal. Talk after the show.
Okay, so question number 3, and again, you're going to answer this question for yourself. If you were on a reality competition show or game show, what show would you most likely want to appear on?
Oh man.
This is a thinker. If you guys know, you can go first. Ooh. I got it.
Watch that together. Do we watch that together?
Grant, we're going to have you guys go first.
Okay, and I know it, and it is Awake.
Oh, hot.
Holy shit, I have thoughts
That
on this
show's
show.
nuts.
Ooh.
What's it defeated?
Is it true that is it true that both of you guys just watch Awake and yell at the TV?
I scream. Yeah, I like it.
I yell, he screams.
It is this close to being the perfect game show of all time, but they made a few critical errors. If you want to host me on a private hour, Brian, I can really talk about this.
Maybe you should watch that and we'll live stream the 2 of you watching the show.
Yes.
Okay, Daniel and Keo.
Okay, it's between 3 options and it's very, very difficult. I'm gonna go with tag. No!
You hate to see it.
I hate to see it.
I was gonna be us 3 of us. Yeah, we're gonna do it together. I was thinking tag, but I couldn't remember the name of it, to be honest.
By the way, Dana, I have to share this with you. 3 comments in a row. Tina said, Dana, can I borrow $100? Jabberwocky said, Dana, can I have $120, please? And then Mel said, Dana, can I borrow $50? So out of the 3 of them, Mel is the better friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cracked up your son.
I was gonna say Floor's Lava, but I was like, maybe Tag. We watch that more often.
I couldn't think of the name of Tag, so I was like, Floor's Lava also.
We have 3 shows we watch together. It is Tag, and we started watching Floor's Lava, and then every now and then we make them watch Titan games.
They make me.
Yeah, we make them Titan because we're like, yeah.
Have you seen Awake? Have you seen Awake yet, boys?
You know, we need to watch
They
that.
like count quarters, I think, right?
Yeah. Well, please. There's so much more. I can't get into it right
There's
now.
no time to get into it.
Yeah.
Floor's Lava, we're supposed to do that.
Okay.
Mad. I'm actually distraught.
It's okay. We'll come back.
Go ahead.
Well, it's okay. So, got one more question for this round, and this is our audience question. Okay, so if the two of you were going to take a road trip together, where would you go?
Does it have to be a specific location?
It would be a place that you would drive to in a car on a road trip.
I would say beautiful Seattle, Washington. There we go. A couple of Washington
Dang.
boys.
Feels like a cop out because it's so easy.
Crazy. This is tough.
Probably for a Seahawks game. Maybe a fun little trip.
Camping or like a food trip. I'm gonna say camping. Damn it!
I just wrote
SF. Oh,
I was honestly gonna write camping, but I didn't know if it had to be more specific.
Yeah,
than that.
that's why I asked the question. I was just like,
Say that now.
You guys would go on a big road trip to San Francisco, huh?
Look, people can't afford anything.
Yeah.
Wow. Hope you bring enough snacks.
Well, I mean,
we've already done it.
I've already done it.
We've already done it.
I was gonna. Prior to this, we were watching some show about food, and we talked about going to every state to get their best food. And I was gonna write that, but that wasn't like specific enough.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Is that a
Well-
place?
Okay.
It's because we're too good of friends.
We're too good.
We're not smart at each other.
So after the first round, all 4 questions, Brad and Grant, you have 4. Daniel and Keo, you have 2. And what's the what's the highest score that anybody's got in the first round? Do you know, Dana?
well, I know that, funny enough, Chris Emery's here. I know that him and his wife got a perfect score.
Oh,
They did
yeah.
really well. I remember that game. They did really well.
They did.
Yeah, you ask questions like, where did you meet? Really tough stuff.
Who's
for
the
a
better
married couple.
dancer?
You were your professional dancer.
I forgot. You can't, I can't know everything about everyone all the time. Okay, so now we're going to switch it up and we're going to send Brad and Daniel out of the room and talk a little bit with Grant and Keo.
Woo! Bye, baby Dan. Love you.
Hallie just stopped in, Dana. She just wanted to compliment you and say she really likes the hairband.
Oh, thank you. It was part of my behind the times, I'm going to spend a lot of quarantine money and order stuff on the internet phase. I ordered a bunch of headbands because it's 2009.
That's okay. We've all been there. All right, so they're all ready to go. What's your first question, Dana?
Okay, question number 1. Between the two of you, who is more likely to leave dirty dishes in their bedroom?
Keo's working it out, and Grant already has an answer. Looks like. Grant, what's your answer?
It's definitely me. I did it last week. I did it significantly when I was sick. I brought in like a whole dish set into my room. It's definitely me.
All right.
Okay. I don't know if he knows this. He's gonna say him, but it's actually me. I did really well, and I do the dishes.
If my mom is on the line, she can confirm that when I was a child, I would just stick apple cores directly under my bed. Really gross. I still feel bad about it to this day, but I guess I was too lazy to go throw something away.
Same thing. I would put dishes under my bunk bed and blame it on my brother. He's older, so it's his fault.
I was a fan of keeping like the little Tupperware containers of applesauce in my room because I liked the science of growing mold.
Oh no!
For science.
Or science.
Yeah, for science.
I had a meticulously cleaned room all the time. It's true.
That's true.
Okay.
It's true.
And right now, just a reminder for the audience, if you do have an idea for a question, go ahead and throw it in the comments, and we'll check that out in a little bit.
Oh yeah, and, is this your mom, Tori?
Yeah.
Yep, she said apple core nightmares and worse.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of guilt. A lot of guilt.
All right, what's your next question, Dayna?
Okay, so if your roommate could have any type of the following vehicle where cost is not an issue, which would they pick? A high-end sports car, B, a fully loaded truck, C, a fancy motorcycle, or D, none of the above, they don't care.
None of the above, but I know what he has. So, but he might. It's a split answer because he might go for the truck, but I know it's gonna be his Subaru.
He's like,
Like-
all the money in the world for whatever car, and I'm gonna keep my Subaru.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So this is weird because I actually just wrote Subaru
Whoa.
because Brad has been getting into backpacking lately, and so I think he'll guess one of the other ones, but before then he'll be like, what I'd really want is a car to like with 4-wheel drive to go into the mountains with. That's my prediction.
Fair.
Oh, and then I'm gonna put in parentheses probably A. Like if he says that and then goes A, then I've like really won.
Okay.
I'll go for it.
And you said, and Daniel, what did you say? I'm sorry, Keo, what did you say there?
He's gonna have a hard time choosing between the first three, but in the end, it's gonna be the Subaru, baby.
Okay.
That's what it is. And he's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that's right." Calling it.
Okay.
Brian, do you want to talk about the Comedy Spot Subaru sponsorship for a sec?
Yeah, I just want to remind everybody that if you go to your local Subaru dealership, no, I wish, Grant. I'll try to make that happen.
Okay, so here's our next question. Oh no! Your roommate ended up in the urgent care for doing something dumb. What were they doing?
It would probably so it'll probably be food related. So like eating too much dairy products, and he has to get his stomach pumped or something, right? So I'm gonna say from like food consumption, he's gonna go accidental, but once he sees the answer, he's like, that's totally the right answer. Or he does himself.
I like how every single round you're like, here's what he's going to say, but this is what's really correct.
He was hedging his bets.
Oh man,
I get points either way.
trying to win.
So I'm gonna continue on the trend of Brad being into hiking and backpacking lately, and say bear attack, a la the Revenant, the movie The Revenant.
The Revenant.
Yes.
You're like his Tinder profile.
And for me, hedging would just be like hiking accident. That'll count for me.
Okay.
Okay,
All right, fair
hiking
enough.
accident. Okay, and so now we have a question from our audience. Do we have anything in the comments?
Yeah, Chris Emery, who we haven't seen in a while, said, which one of the roommates has a broken toilet seat?
Those guys right there.
Let's see. No, yeah, if you have questions, though, go ahead and put them in the comments. We'll consider taking one of those. I'm going to scroll up and see if I can find some from earlier, too. Give me just a second. Where would they go? Yes. No. It's hard. I wish I could flag comments so that I can like bring them back up later on. Do you know what I'm saying? That would be cool. That's just for me. That's just a tech note, everybody.
You should submit an enhancement request to the...
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that right after the show. What song does your roommate sing way too much?
Oh, I like that one.
All right.
Okay.
He doesn't sing.
Yeah, this one's tough.
Yeah.
Would you take listen to as like an alternative answer? Sing or listen to?
Yeah.
Honestly, Brad has been listening to, he just bought a laptop, specs on the Apple. That's what I hear emanating from his room. Just like the T1 processor on the latest MacBook, that's the song he listens to.
I know what songs he's listened to, but I can't define the genre. It's like sleepy surfer rock band that's indie, kind of popular, but really underground. I don't know. It's great.
I feel like with either of those, if they get anywhere close, we're going to give you
we'll
points.
give them points.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Grant, do you want to go with Apple specs or?
Apple? Oh, God. I feel like Brad gave us a commanding lead that I'm now like pissing away.
And then Daniel, what are you going to go with?
I'm going to go
Or
with
Keo. I don't know why I keep doing that. I'm so sorry. You know what it is? Like,
just like,
I know who
we
you
have
are.
the same mannerisms. I look like Daniel. He looks like Keo. It's totally fine. I'm going to go with like a surf rock. And I think his band's called like Dad's something. I don't know. Like surf rock, sleepy.
Oh, wait. Brad and I used to watch music videos after nights at the bar. I don't know the genre, though.
Actually, I'm going to add like a ska.
Ska.
Oh, shit.
I'll do
Okay. I'm gonna go indie rock like that song where all the people look at each other.
Yes.
Best answers of the entire game. So, no matter what, I'm gonna.
There's a music video, and if he says the band, and he'll know what I'm talking about, all the people like stare at each other one at a time. If he chooses that, then I really won.
Okay. So before you,
we're just hedging everything.
Yeah, I literally have slash marks on each one of these answers.
What's the over under on your third answer? You know.
I think I could get. I think third. First, I'm most confident. Third, then second and fourth, I'm gonna lose for sure.
First one, I'm confident, and then it gets worse.
So this could be a tight game, is what you're saying. This could end up really tight.
Okay.
Do you want them to bring in the kids?
Yeah, let's bring your roommates back in the room.
Baby Dad!
Megan said, I would ask who has the worst dating history, but it's unfair because Grant's girlfriend is perfect. Talking about Tessa.
I agree.
What?
That's so nice. Megan just said that your girlfriend's perfect.
Dude, just follow your heart, man. Just
Follow your heart.
Waiting for the AC. It's very hot.
Yeah.
All
be
right.
competitive but have fun.
Are you guys ready to do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Because no matter how well you do, the audience still wins, so let's go.
All right, all right.
Okay,
The audience
question
still
number
votes.
one. Between the two of you, who is more likely to leave dirty dishes in their bedroom?
Me.
Yeah.
Me.
The guy cooks 3 meals a day. Give me a break.
I am an avid chef.
And our secret stays with us.
Yeah. We don't know why I do it. Maybe it's just my depression.
Oh, it's more like me.
Oh.
So you both picked up a point for that. So it's 3-5. Grant and Brad are still in the lead by 2 points. But they said right before you came in the room that things get a little sassy after this. It might be a little bit difficult to get correct answers. All right, question number 2.
Okay, so if you could have any of the following types of vehicles where cost is not an issue, which of the following would you choose? A high-end sports car, B, a fully loaded truck, C, a fancy motorcycle, or D, none of the above, you don't care for them.
It's kind of tough. I want to say you know me well enough to choose A. Damn it, no?
No, I went with none of the above.
Ah,
Your
damn it.
Subaru. Your Subaru is so fun.
Subaru is a high-end sports car. I'll have you know.
I'm gonna say none of the above.
And what car would you go with?
A Subaru Crosstrek.
God damn it!
I wrote Subaru or other mountain car.
Yeah.
I also hedged and wrote if you just didn't go with D, then A, which I think is definitely true.
I wrote truck on the top left because it was
I
like.
wouldn't have accepted the point if I had said A.
Okay.
Would you have answered that way had they not failed before us?
No, I was thinking like outdoorsy car, but I wouldn't drive a truck.
Mhm.
You can't back those up. It's too hard. You have to back up, and it's
I
too
know.
hard.
I knew it.
Well, you guys have 6 points. You're 2 away from a perfect game. 2 away from.
Oh.
Take that, Chris.
Ooh.
These are actually hard questions, Chris.
Okay. So question number
Get a
3.
point for.
Uh-oh, you ended up in the urgent care for doing something dumb. What were you doing?
What I would be doing. Okay.
You.
I'm gonna say, ooh man, this is a little bit tough. I want to say alcohol poisoning.
I said food answer, too much dairy or stomach problems.
I'll take that. It's the same thing.
Well,
pretty much.
Daniel, were you talking about like a White Russian or like a dairy-based liquor? Baileys, perhaps?
Stomach
I
problems.
was talking about ricotta.
I'm feeling kind of generous. I think that deserves half a point.
You went half a
I think
point?
that's half.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, alcohol goes in your stomach.
Oh, yeah. All right.
It was gonna
3.5.
be take issue.
It very much would be an intake issue.
Oh, it was our turn.
And then, yeah,
Okay.
you guys are up.
Within the last month, so I guess since the last time we played Quarantine Couples, I went from not ever really thinking about doing outdoorsy backpacking, hiking stuff to being obsessed with doing outdoorsy backpacking, outdoor stuff. So I'm gonna say I go into the emergency room for hurting myself, doing something fun and outdoorsy.
And I wrote bear attack!
Ouch.
I say a 0.75 at least.
Yeah, I think that deserves half a point.
Half a point. Yeah, that's not bad at all. You guys really know each other.
Yeah, they practice. That's why.
That sounds all I know.
I said 0.75.
No, you get a half a point.
You're already winning.
When do we get the crush question? The question of the crush.
Oh, we have been practicing who's your favorite crush?
Who's your favorite celebrity crush? Who's your weird crush? Who's your funny crush?
Well, you obviously weren't practicing questions out of the Do You Know Your Groom book that I was using.
Never seen that one before.
See, now people are going to get that book before they come on the show, just so they know what you're going to be asking.
I'm trying to mix it up and make the questions unpredictable. Okay, so this is our audience question. So what song do you listen to way too much?
Oh my god.
What song do I listen to way too much? Shit.
And you can be as descriptive and just kind of talk it out as you want because the answers are a little fluid
Yeah,
today.
at this point, the more you talk about this answer, the more points you're going to get.
Or genre, or song.
Well, I don't know how on earth you would know this, Grant, but I'm really into alternative, hip hop. So I really like Arcade Fire, and I'm really into the Neon Bible soundtrack, the Neon Bible album. So I'm gonna say Black Mirror on Neon Bible by Arcade Fire.
Okay, I wrote listening to specs about your Apple computers.
That's a YouTube video.
That's what I hear emanating from your room. But what I actually wrote, and tell me if this is the band you're talking about, the indie band where in the song music video, all the people look at each other one at a time. Do you remember that one?
No.
What's
no.
that band name?
Oh God, I don't know. That's
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
It didn't stick.
Okay.
All right, Daniel and Keo?
I think for mine, just for the sake of commonality, I'm gonna say Chance the Rapper song.
Oh, same hotel. Sorry, same hotel.
Well, I didn't write that, so why would you punch in?
Okay, hold on a second.
Sorry.
Just say what you want to listen to right
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna change it up. Childish Gambino. Bonfire. Nope.
Oh, that's a good one. I actually wrote either like a surf rock.
Damn it.
I forgot that one album, surf rock, or ska, like a big ska.
Listen to both of those a lot.
What's funny is when we asked the question, one of the first things you said out loud was ska, Daniel. Why didn't you go with that?
I said ska.
Oh, I thought you did. I thought you leaned back and was like, I don't know if it's ska or something. I thought I heard you say ska. I was like, oh my God, he's going to get it. I was rooting for you. Okay, so no points that round, I guess.
No.
Uh,
And like even with the very vague, amorphous answer, they still didn't get anywhere near the right genre or music video features.
yeah,
But imagine if we got Apple specs. It would be huge.
Oh, it's music to my ears, literally.
blown our
For the
minds.
sake of saving us, can you guys still give us the AC?
No.
It's very. I honestly,
Daniel.
we're at a disadvantage because we're working through the heat.
You're about to faint.
Yeah, let's switch houses and then we'll play. Switch houses.
Well, it turns out the final score is 6.5 for Brad and Grant and 3.5 for Daniel and Keo, which makes Brad and Grant our big winners tonight.
Yeah, great job.
Well, I guess we gotta buy them
Yeah.
chicken wings.
All right. So I'm gonna get you guys chicken wings, but I get to choose the sauces. And
Whatever, man. Do whatever you want, man.
Bring it on. August 1, there's a Comedy Spot fundraiser with hot wings involved. Is that August 1, Brian? Speaking out my
I think
ass.
so. Yes.
We'll prepare for the heat. Okay. Prepare the everything.
Jabberwocky wants to know if we have another show tonight. We don't. We just have the one show. But starting next week, guess what? We're on a 2-show schedule again all week long. So
Yeah.
you're going to get tons and tons of shows. We're going to bring in some new stuff. Tomorrow, I'm going to be playing Mario Kart Tour. So if any of you guys want to play Mario Kart Tour, it's like an app you can download and all play at the same time. You just have to beat the first 4 levels to be able to play the multiplayer ones. It's complicated. All right, back to Dayna.
I'm not going to volunteer because you're going to see too much of this face this week. Okay, well, thank you so much to Grant and Brad and Daniel and Keo for coming back. Obviously, like, I didn't break up your roommate ships the last time because you came back again and it was really great and everyone's happy. So thank you for doing the show today.
Thank you for having us.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Stronger.
And maybe with an AC.
And maybe with an AC. Who knows?
Oh,
We might
wow.
go.
Yeah.
That's not how it works, yo.
Dayna, Daniel, Keo, Brad, Grant, thank you guys so much. Thank you for everybody for watching at
thank
home.
you.
Have a nice evening.